hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Beer Detour. If you're not familiar with the channel and you're probably wondering what the hell is going on, welcome. And if you're not familiar with Beer Detour, I'll let you know what it is. Basically, I do beer events, beer festivals, and I do reviews. So I do exclusive reviews, rare, imported, strange, unusual, anything that I like, I review it for you guys and I showcase it just for you. So what I like to do is I let you guys know what it looks like. And then I do a taste test, which is my favorite. I'll let you know what it tastes like. And then I give it a recommendation, either thumbs up if I like it, I'm going to recommend it for you guys at home, or thumbs down if maybe avoid it at all costs. So if you love beer, you don't have to be a beer enthusiast or a beer connoisseur to love the Beer Detour channel. You just have to love beer in general. I do funny skits, I do beer events, I go to breweries, I do visits there, festivals. Like I said, this is your beer hub. Beer culture hub, as I like to call it. So if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. So now let's move forward. I just got finished with Thanksgiving. You guys probably did as well. Where I give you guys my favorite Thanksgiving beer or the perfect Thanksgiving beer. Now we're moving forward. It's Christmas time, my favorite holiday. I have so many fond memories, not just with beer. Well, both with beer and Christmas. So putting them together, it's just twice the fun, right guys? So I'm gearing up for Christmas. It's freezing balls over here in Washington State. I don't know where you guys are. You might be at a beach or something, enjoying a nice Corona. But over here, we're looking for some winter IPA. So that's what I'm doing today. I found one, and I've been keeping it on ice just for you guys. So today I'm going to let you guys know what it looks like, what it tastes like, and then I'm going to give it a recommendation. This year, I'm doing a new feature. It's going to be called Beer of the Year, where I'm going to break down on December 21st. Yes, it's the Wednesday before Christmas. I believe that's December 21st. It's going to be my last episode of the year, and I'm going to let you guys know what the beer of the year is. Now, I have a lot of contenders. There's a lot of beers that I tried out this year that I really, really liked, so it's going to be tough, but I'm going to break it down to one beer that's going to be crowned the beer of the year. I'm going to break that down on December 21st, so before then, we still have a couple beers to go through. So, if you guys want to join me, stay tuned. Grab a coat, a glass, and let's do this. Alright, so because we're heading into winter and it's freezing balls here in Washington State, I thought it'd be cool for this month to break down some winter IPA. So that's what I'm trying to look for in the month of December. So this one caught my eye because it was just that. It's a winter IPA. This is from our good friends over at Bale. If you're not familiar with Bale Brewing Company, you should be. They're out of Moxie, Washington, which is located near Yakima, Washington, the hub of anything and everything beer hops. It's a hop central there in Yakima, Washington. A lot of hops come out of Yakima, and we have a lot of awesome breweries around Yakima. This one, Bale, has been making beers for quite some time, and they're one of my favorite local breweries here in the state of Washington. So this one is called High Camp Winter IPA. Check this one out, guys. Hope you guys can see that okay. I'll try to get some close-up for you guys. All right, so this is classified as a winter IPA. It does have an ABV, or alcohol by volume, of 7.3%. The ABV measures this. The ABV measures the bitterness. Sorry, the ABV measures the alcohol percentage in the beer. The higher the alcohol percentage, the stronger the beer is, the more alcohol there is in there. And the IBU score measures the bitterness of the beer. That's what measures the bitterness. And that's at a 70, which is really, really high. 70 is extremely high bitterness rate. So it goes from 1 to 100. Usually I get IPAs anywhere from 30 to about 50. This one being at 70. It's going to be pretty bitter, and it's really strong at 7.3% ABV. Now, like I said, this is a winter seasonal release from them, High Camp. And so for that, I think usually, from my understanding, and I see a lot of breweries release very high alcohol percentage beers around the winter time. I don't know if that's because they want you to kind of circulate your blood, to get your blood flowing, to get you, pumped up right away. Maybe that's the theme of it, but a lot of breweries come up with high ABV percentage-wise IPAs around the winter time, so I'm going to be pretty buzzed this winter. Maybe you guys are as well. This one is named for the ski lodge atop our local White Pass ski resort. Didn't know that. The pressed ski sipper warms from the inside out with aromas of caramel, coffee, citrus, pine, and spice. All right, so that's some interesting flavor profile there. Taking Bale Breaker's signature hop forward style to the dark side with the addition of chocolate and rye malts. This balanced IPA is a dry hop with Mosaic, Simcoe, and experimental hop HBC 630 hops for all the beer nerds out there. I am familiar, though, however, with Mosaic and Simcoe. Simcoe is one of my favorite hop profiles. Now, just to let you guys know, if you're first-time watchers, I'm not a prolific beer enthusiast. I don't know the breakdown of all the lupulin percentages in each type of hop in every one, but I do know a little bit. So I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion on what I think about the beer and the beer profile, sort of taste profile that they have in there, their notes, and what I can taste on it. One other thing that I wanted to get across to you guys, and just so you guys let you know, I know my beer friends out there that have been with the channel for a long time know this already, but if you're not familiar, the first time that I crack open one of these bad boys on live, on here in real time, basically, is the first time that I'm taste testing it. So I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion every time. And my recommendation is just that, my opinion. So when I break into this bad boy open today, it's the very first time that I'm ever trying it. So my reactions in real time are just that. They're real. They're honest reactions. If I don't like it, you'll see it. And if I really love it, I'll let you know. So let's break into this bad boy, see what it looks like. And then my favorite part of the episode is giving it that taste test. This one looks pretty interesting. Handy dandy beer tasting glass. So like I said, guys, this one has a flavor profile of caramel, dark malt, coffee, citrus, pine, and spice. Balanced sweetness and medium full body with moderate bitterness. I'm going to be straight with you guys. I'm not too fond of chocolate and dark malt. Not the biggest fan. If you've been watching Beer Detour for any time now, you may know that I do not like stouts or porters. Either way, I've been called out on calling a porter a stout and a stout a porter. It doesn't matter. I don't like them. Okay? Sorry. It's my personal taste. If you guys are beer enthusiasts, you're probably screaming at the screen right now. Scream away. I'll take all the negativity to the bank. All right. Here we go. Just pour this bad boy open. Oh, right away I can tell there's deep, deep caramel color to it. Ooh, almost like a toffee type of color, brown, almost reddish brown, mahogany type of color to it. Check that out, guys. So this is what it looks like. Okay. The aroma of it is a nice sort of toffee flavored, definitely malt aroma to it. I hate to say flavor. It's malt and toffee aroma, smell, right? Yeah, definitely some caramel through in there, but this one is deceiving. See, I know based on trying enough of these that based on the IBU, which measures the bitterness of the beer, this one is expected to be quite bitter. But the aroma of it is what's causing some confusion in my senses. The aroma of it is that it's going to be sweet because of that caramel, that chocolate, and that toffee flavor notes on there that's hitting my nostrils. I'm thinking this is going to be sweet, but I know better than that. I know it's not going to be. All right. Boom. Nice thick foamy head. Look at that. It's not dissipating very, very quickly. Now, these are spice heavy. Winter beers, winter IPAs are usually very spice heavy, and it sort of identifies the feeling of being sort of a cold surrounding, right? A winter type surrounding where it's a cold surrounding, and you have a nice sort of sweet, hoppy, warm, spice heavy type of beer to it. There's something to that, and I think that's what breweries are trying to do. I particularly don't like very, very strong IPAs. I like to taste it, and sometimes, especially with these heavy ones, you don't really taste too much of the hops. You get more of that really stingy alcohol taste. But we'll see. It's supposed to be a well-balanced winter IPA, so I'm going to give it that taste test. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. Again, we are taste testing today High Camp Winter IPA from Mr. Bale Breaker Brewing Company out of Moxie, Washington. I like to showcase this. I'll actually show the can line. I don't do that enough. I really should. All right. There's probably an image somewhere right here of the beer can. I'm a little scared. Let's do this together, guys. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Woo. Oh, yeah. Huh. Okay. It is very bitter. The alcohol is not what hit me. What hit me is the bitterness. Right off the bat, you get overwhelmed with a rush of hops. Now, Bale Breaker is infamous. This brewery is infamous for giving you a really hop, like you're biting right into a hop with a lot of their IPAs, and they're known for that style. So signature hop forest style. Yes, I can definitely tell Bale Breaker. It's like biting into a hop with your first drink. And the weird thing about these is that after a certain amount of time with Bale Breaker beers, that bitterness turns into a savory flavor that you really enjoy. I've said this in the past. I started a lot of IPAs with Bale Breaker IPAs. I started drinking craft beer with Bale Breaker IPAs. And so I developed a palate for a very strong bitterness taste. And that's what I'm tasting here. So right off the bat, you get that signature bitterness taste from Bale Breaker. If you're familiar with them, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's just an overwhelmingly hoppy taste right off the bat. On the back end, you do get a little bit of that acidity, a little bit of that alcohol aftertaste, which is not very palatable for most people. If you're a beer connoisseur or a beer enthusiast, you might enjoy that, especially because it's supposed to be a winter IPA, so it's supposed to warm you up there at the end. But for most people, I don't think that that's going to be something that they're going to like necessarily. I think they're going to be thrown off a little bit about it just having that acidity at the end and that alcoholic taste for the normal beer consumer. Now, for me, I kind of like it. It's not something that I'm going to enjoy all the time. I can maybe see myself grabbing one of these, maybe if I'm at a brewery and it's really cold outside, just to kind of start off the day with something really, really strong. 7.3 is nothing to laugh at. It's pretty strong. So with a couple of these, just two of these, you're going to be pretty bust pretty quick. So watch out, be careful if you do pick this one up from Bale Breaker, High Cap Winter IPA. Now, I believe this is a seasonal release. I'm not sure if they bring this one out any other time besides winter. So if you want to grab it, you're going to want to grab it right now. It is a little bit balanced. It's not as balanced as I thought it was going to be. So like I said, you get that really hoppy bitterness taste at the beginning, which is, to your own discretion. And then you get that acidity alcohol taste. So if you're not used to it, I'm going to say thumbs down for this one. Sorry, Bale Breaker. I like it. It's not my personal favorite. I don't have too much of a sweetness overtone to it. I think it's more of a bitter and an alcoholic taste. The malt is there. I can taste it. It doesn't overwhelm me. It doesn't have really a chocolatey flavor that I can tell, but the caramel and the sort of maltiness kind of goes hand in hand, almost like a burnt caramel type of note to it, if you're familiar with that. I don't taste the citrus or the pine. Definitely spice, but not extremely spice heavy. Some of them you can see the spices in them of winter IPAs. This one is not like that. But it is more balanced, I think, than I expected. I thought it was going to be more spice heavy and a little bit more of that coffee, sort of a toffee caramel flavor, and it's not. It's more acidic and it's more strong and strong notes in the bitterness taste and aftertaste. So for the normal beer connoisseur people out there in the world, and if you're looking for a nice winter IPA, I probably wouldn't recommend this one. Although if you're a beer connoisseur and you love to taste different taste preferences and profiles, I should give it a shot. It's okay. It's good. It's nothing to break the bank at, right? So like I said, for a recommendation to family and friends, I would say thumbs down. For the beer connoisseur that wants something not of the norm, give it a shot. You won't be disappointed. Not bad from Bale Breaker. It's good. I like it. Today, you guys join me as I reviewed Bale Breaker Brewing Company's High Camp Winter IPA. Check this one out. One thing that I forgot to mention in the review as I was breaking down all the flavor profiles that I was tasting is the logo. This is pretty cool, like sort of 80s throwback logo designed to the can there. So that's cool. A lot of people that I've seen that review beers collect these cans, or just normal hobbyists can collect these cans, and they do have a cool design to them, so you can kind of collect them and put them in some kind of frame or anything like that. I think this would be cool there. On this channel, I'm going to break down exclusive, rare, or just interesting beer. A lot of it is local beer, but because I live around the Yakima Valley, which produces the best hops throughout the nation, we're always, I say always because I'm here as a resident, but really these breweries and these hop producers are always coming up with new and interesting hops and experimental hops like this one here, to showcase and just to bring out to the world. So I have a front row seat to some of the best hops in the nation. So when I tell you guys something in regards to how I taste something or how I think something tastes, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion, and it's the freshest beer available. Like literally, it's right down the street, and I'm getting the best hops from all over the United States, thrown in, freshly brewed for the season from these local breweries, which are some of the best and most amazing breweries, in my opinion. Not only in Washington State, but in my opinion. I've been to a couple of different ones outside the state, and I just love Washington State breweries. They're my favorite. If you're ever in the state of Washington, you have to hit up one of the breweries. And if you're around the lower valley, Yakima Valley, definitely stop by at any of the breweries around Yakima. Highly recommended. Like I said, they have the best hops experimental beers, rare, strange, interesting beers. They're all here, baby. So I'm here. I'll give you a front row seat. You're welcome. All right. So like I said, with this one, it did catch my eye. Some of the flavor notes I didn't find in it, which were like the caramel, the dark malt, and the coffee. It was a spice-heavy type of IPA. I think it was more acidic because of the high alcohol content of it. But in any case, like I said, if you're a beer enthusiast, you might enjoy the flavor of it, the flavor profile. But other than that, I really wouldn't recommend it to family and friends. And if you just want to enjoy a nice beer around the wintertime, this one is going to be really, really strong. So I guess at your discretion, if you will. But I do want to let you guys know that I appreciate each and every time you tune in for another episode. I am always here to entertain you guys. So make sure that if you're not already subscribed to the channel, that you do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button right now. And then what you want to do is turn on the notification bell. That way you're alerted every time a new video drops. As always, if you like this review and want to see more content, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know maybe a local beer in your area that you want me to review, and I might be able to reach out and grab it and review it for the show. So leave a comment down below of a beer that you want me to try out, maybe this holiday season or maybe leading into 2023. New stuff always coming out, and I'm here to review it just for you guys. I think this month is going to be very, very interesting, very cool, and very cool. See you guys. Have a great weekend.